incredible view again. I'm on my way to a presumably difficult four-wheel drive trail here, and the road to get to it is already a challenge. It's extremely steep and you can't really see it, but I have to stay in first gear. Alright, I had to switch to four-wheel drive here. And I might have to switch to four-wheel drive short, because it's, man, it's not easy. Oh, llamas, huh? Oh, alpacas or something like that. Well, that's interesting. I'm really high up here, and it's getting higher and higher, but it's absolutely beautiful. And I'm just gonna keep going and going. I should get to the Italian border. The stereo antenna is getting a flexibility challenge, that's for sure. Well guys, seems like I've arrived, and the view is spectacular. Well, it's a little bit of a fog. Unfortunately here for radio the problem is that, well, this is the problem, and I'm expecting some interferences from this high power line. So I'm going to have lunch here, and then I'll just go and find another spot a little bit away from the those electrical wires. Nothing like a good sandwich and a bottle of wine. You know, the trail was supposed to be difficult, as stated on Wikilocs, but I don't know, I found it pretty darn easy. It was supposed to lead to Italy though, and I don't know, I must have missed a turn somewhere, but it is the Pas de la Corne, and that's where I was supposed to get, so I'm not sure. There has to be another path somewhere. So apparently the trail splits in two. One part goes where I am now, the Pas de la Corne, and the other one goes to the Italian border, and that's the most difficult part. So let's do it. Going down is all using engine braking. No brakes here. They probably would melt. I think the trail to the Italian border is this one. If I go left, I go back down. That's where I came from, and here must be the most difficult part to the border. So let's give it a shot. someone had told me that four-wheeling was so much fun. I would have done it sooner. Whoa, check this view here. Oh, beautiful mountain here with a little bit of fog around it. Awesome. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm starting to get snow patches here. Yeah, definitely worth the view. The trail is getting very narrow. I'm gonna keep going a bit and then we'll see. One wrong maneuver here and you're going down far and fast. Check this out. An abandoned house. I don't know who would have a house here. Maybe it's not a house. We're in Italy, by the way. I might turn around because I'm getting a little bit lost here. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder what that was. Alright guys, I give myself another 10 minutes to find that plateau. Maybe I didn't, I'm not on the right trail, but 10 more minutes and then I'll turn around somewhere. I'll have to translate that later. Alright, I'm not gonna go any further. Beautiful view. But the way here is getting way too narrow for me. And I don't want to take the risk because you turn a little bit too much left here and you're done. This, I don't know what that is. Maybe some military, ex-military installation, some kind of fort. Alright, let's set up the radio here and we'll see what I can do on 2 meter. I don't have a battery for my ICOM, I left that up north, but I'm going to take the current directly out of the battery. And I have my power cable here. Alright, here's the minus. And I'll do the plus. You know what I should do really is to put Anderson poles on that battery, just a piece of wire with the Anderson poles, and I'll be all set. That's it, we'll just close the hood. Oh, the bonnet. And we'll be done. You know what's really striking here is that it's complete silence. You don't hear a peep, nothing. And you never hear complete silence, ever. I mean, this is incredible. For the antenna, I have a quarter wave whip here with a 90-degree angle connector. And I'm going to plug that directly in the back of the transceiver. So here's the 90-degree angle. You know what, we're gonna go 45 degrees polarized here because I don't know if I'm gonna be reaching people who are vertically polarized or horizontally polarized, so we'll go in between. I'm gonna lose a little bit, but you know. And the antenna, actually I should put it on the other way because the counterpoise is here on the left side. This wire here is about 19 inches from the tip to the antenna connector, and that's counting the length of this plate here. That makes a dipole, half-wave dipole, including the whip. This hood here is going to provide a nice ground plane. Let's plug in the power. I have to remove this because this radio has a built-in power supply, but we're going to use 12 volts, so let's go to 144/300 and we'll check the SWR. Okay, here we're getting into the USB range of frequencies. So I'm going to slow down a bit for the tuning and try to get something. And if the propagation is as good as yesterday, things should happen. I don't hear anything though. And we're very high up here. 300, 290, 300. SWR barely moves. Awesome. CQ, 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 CQ. This is Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Foxtrot 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Fox 4, Whiskey, Bravo, Yankee. Over. I called a few times, nobody in USB it seems. I'll try a few more times and then I'll try FM. All right, just for the sake of it, let's try something else. I don't speak Italian. That's too bad.
Un gancio non un gancio mobile, senza nessuno, che praticamente sganci di sotto, si sgancia anche di sopra. No, niente ganci.
All right, it's getting cold here, and it's getting a little bit dark. I want to get back to the French side, the easier side of the trail before it gets too dark. And I might try again on the French side. So if I leave now, I'll probably have enough time. I'll just attach my power wire here, just for the time I get down, and try again on the French side. I'll spare you the way down because this is not a four-wheel drive channel, it's a radio channel. Yeah, I wasn't kidding when I said one mistake and you're going down. This guy did. You find some interesting stuff in the woods. I hope nobody's here, but there's some kind of a camp. And fire. Half full bottle of wine. An oven. Huh. Table, benches. Very interesting. Shit, I didn't come by here on the way in. I'm lost. I mean, Italy, guys. I have no idea where I am. I know I have to go down the mountain, but that's all I know. I hope I find my way back. It's getting dark and I don't want to be here at night. Oh man, there were some tense moments, I'll tell you. I was totally lost. Oh, here's a hiker. And I found my way back, fortunately. There was a little tiny sign that said Francia on it. And I'm back somewhere I recognized on my way in, so... But this is a good spot. This is a good spot for radio, so I'm gonna try before heading totally back out and down the hill, down the mountain here. Set up the ICOM and try again on the French side this time, because I speak French. I better hurry because it's 5:30 p.m. and it's gonna get cold and dark very soon. Bonsoir, ici F4 Whiskey Bravo Yankee, F4 WBY, à l'écoute? Let's try a USB again. CQ, 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 CQ. Ici F4 Whiskey Bravo Yankee, F4 Whiskey Bravo Yankee, Foxtrot 4 Whiskey Bravo Yankee, over. Nothing. If at least I heard someone, but I mean, if I heard someone and I couldn't reach them, that would be a problem. Now I'm not hearing anyone, so maybe there's no propagation or wrong location, possibly wrong antenna.
Attention à la station à la frontière italienne, ici Foxtrot 8, Tango, Roméo Tango, votre écoute.
Foxtrot 8, Tango, Roméo Tango, oui bonsoir, ici Gilles, F4 Whiskey Bravo Yankee, ici dans les montagnes sur les hauteurs de... ah, j'ai oublié le nom. Castorel, quelque chose comme ça.
Ok, bien reçu. C'est arrivé fort et clair ici, là. Donc sur le relais de Toulon. Prénom de l'opérateur Pascal. Et le QTH c'est Flassan-sur-Issel, à côté de Brignoles. Et oui, je vois exactement où est-ce que vous êtes. J'y habité il y a bien longtemps. Il y a une époque, j'habitais à Cagnes-sur-Mer et je connais pas mal la région. On peut essayer de laisser sur 144 300, je vais tourner un petit peu la X-Quad là dans votre direction et puis on va voir si ça passe.
Ah bah super Pascal, merci beaucoup, hein. J'ai hâte de voir si ça fonctionne aussi. Hein.
Ok Gilles, KQSY, donc 144 300 SSB.
C'est parti, merci. F4 Whiskey Bravo Yankee, terminé. C'est Foxtrot 4, Foxtrot 4, Tango, Roméo Tango. Oui Pascal, hein, je vous entends très très bien, hein, à vous.
Ok Gilles. Foxtrot 8, Tango, Roméo Tango qui revient. Bon, moi ça passe bien, hein, c'est pas clair, mais enfin moi je vous reçois en arrière de la Yagi. Alors je vais un petit peu la bouger dans votre direction et puis je pense que ça devrait beaucoup mieux marcher. Hein. À peu près du 53-54, mais très clair. Hein. Micro de retour, Gilles, 4PWY, Foxtrot 8 Tango Romeo Tango.
F8 Tango Romeo Tango, oui Pascal, hein, très très bien, hein, je suis étonné que ça passe aussi là. J'ai simplement, enfin vous verrez, je suis en train de faire une vidéo sur YouTube là. Vous regardez ça, ce sera sur Radio Prepper, P-R-E-P-P-E-R. Donc je suis dans les montagnes, là j'ai la radio sur le capot du 4x4 avec une carte d'onde branchée directement derrière l'ICOM, hein, et puis un fil aussi qui traîne derrière. Et curieusement, ça marche quand même. À vous.
Ok, Gilles. Foxtrot 4, Bravo, Whisky, Yankee. Foxtrot 8, Tango, Romeo, Tango de retour. Ok, bah ça passe, hein.
Oui, effectivement, hein, ça fait quand même, je crois qu'on a une distance ici à peu près de, je pense, dans les 150 km. Hein.
Ok, Gilles. Foxtrot 8, Tango, Romeo de retour. Oui, bah effectivement, votre temps, là, bah, je rectifie, c'est monté à 54-55. Hein, sans souci, là. Effectivement, puis là, je suis orienté presque nord-est, hein. Je suis à peu près à 80 degrés, là. Donc, ça passe bien, là. Ça passe beaucoup mieux, effectivement, quand on met la bonne polarisation, ça marche mieux, hein.
Alright guys, I'm cutting it off now. Most of you don't speak French, so there's no point. But I will put the whole QSO on patreon.com because it's 16 minutes long, so this video was going to be much too long. I did lose my Ritevis RT3S. I left it on my hood, and I took off, and I just forgot about it. So I didn't go back, of course. It was way too far, and who knows. That was a good radio, and I'm gonna miss it. So I'm gonna have to replace it by something else. Again, I am very surprised by what VHF can do in the mountains. 2 meters, probably 6 meters, if I can find someone, and even UHF. You don't need more than a simple directional antenna. Hell, even a quarter wave or a rubber ducky on the handheld is enough. You don't need much power at all. A few watts is enough. It does change the way I see radio here for prepping, because you can attain great ranges, but also if you want to be discreet, that's probably not a good thing. You would need to have a very, very small signal not to be detected, or someone listening to you. A directional antenna does help in that regard, but then again you amplify, well, you don't amplify your signal, but you focus it. So if someone is listening to you in that direction, you don't want them to, that's going to be a problem. Depending on which side of the mountain you are on, that would change who you would be able to talk to also. The great thing about being in the mountains is that you don't need a tall mast because you're already extremely high. So I will continue my experiments in VHF and UHF. I won't forget HF, don't worry, I won't forget Morse code either. But I like to try everything, so I really would like to get an MFJ 9402, which is a 2-meter SSB radio. It's a little bit expensive. Well, it's not expensive really, but you can find great deals on eBay on all mode 2-meter transceivers, sometimes for $100. So I'm going to look around in case I find something, and if I don't find the one I like I don't know, ICOM IC 202 or a Yesu, or there's plenty of them. If I don't find one, maybe I'll get the MFJ, because that's a really nice radio. The ICOM 251 IC 251E is great. It's a little bit big. I'd like to keep that for my house, my apartment here, but I'd like to have something a little bit smaller for portable operations. I also plan on getting a PRC 350, which is a very small military radio on 6 meters FM also, with 2 watts, and that should be really interesting. It would be interesting to do some range testing with that, and I plan on doing that too. I was supposed to get an RF10, a Czech radio, but that didn't happen, so maybe in the future, I don't know, we'll see what I can do about that, but that would be interesting as well. Alright, this weekend gave me a lot to think about, so I'm probably going to rummage this all in my head this week, because the implications of the terrain are broad and significant. And when I come back after next weekend, hey, I should have my PRC 320 back and other radios with me, so that's gonna be fun. Have a good one.